Welcome the timeless forgotten mystery. In 1947, from a remote corner of the Indian Ocean, a chilling and mysterious distress signal was broadcast. Its echo reached far and wide. America, England, India, and even China were shaken by the strange transmission. No one could understand what was happening. This terrifying signal spread not only through the Indian Ocean but also reached ships sailing across the Atlantic, Pacific, and Southern Oceans. Captains listening to it felt their blood run cold. For those who don't know, a distress signal is only sent when danger is so extreme that lives are at immediate risk. The signal was picked up by several passing ships and international listening stations. When they traced the source, everyone froze in disbelief. A search party was immediately dispatched to find out who was sending such a horrifying call for help. But when rescuers arrived, what they discovered made their hearts pound in terror. Some were so horrified they could barely stand still. This is the story of the SS Ourang Medan, the ghost ship from which the terrifying signal had been transmitted. What really happened aboard this mysterious vessel? No one has ever found a complete answer. Even today, it remains one of the strangest unsolved mysteries at sea. If you listen to this story carefully, it will leave you shaken. You might find it haunting your thoughts for days, maybe even weeks. Close your eyes, put on your headphones, and lie back. You won't need visuals. Your imagination will paint them for you. But I warn you, what you are about to hear is chilling. In 1947, Dutch, American, and British ships, along with multiple listening stations, intercepted an eerie Morse code signal coming from the Indian Ocean. The message said, "Officers and captain are dead. Lying dead in the chart room and on the bridge. Entire crew is dead." A few seconds later, another message came. 2 words, "I die." Then, silence. The final transmission sent shockwaves through every vessel that heard it. Among them was an American ship, the Silver Star, which was patrolling near the coast of Malaysia. Using the reports and coordinates gathered from other ships and listening stations, the Silver Star traced the signal to the Strait of Malacca. Attempts to contact the distress ship, the SS Ourang Medan, failed. No reply ever came. Realizing something was terribly wrong, the captain of the Silver Star made the bold decision to investigate, even though other ships refused to go near the location. After hours of searching, the Silver Star spotted the vessel in the distance. The ship looked lifeless, its engine dead, drifting helplessly with the waves. As the Silver Star approached, the silence grew more disturbing. No movement, no crew, no signal of life. Normally, when a ship sends a distress call, survivors wave desperately for help. But here, there was nothing but silence. By now, darkness had fallen. No lights burned on the Ourang Medan. The Silver Star tried horns, whistles, even Morse code signals, but there was no reply. The eerie quiet mixed with the sound of waves created a haunting atmosphere. Finally, the captain ordered his men to board the ship. Though terrified, the crew obeyed. What they found on deck was beyond imagination. The entire crew of the Ourang Medan was dead. Bodies were scattered everywhere, all lying on their backs, arms raised toward the sky as if trying to shield themselves from some invisible force. Their eyes were wide open, mouths frozen in silent screams. Every face was twisted with pure terror, as if in their last moments they witnessed something horrifying beyond human understanding. Even a dog was found dead, teeth bared, tongue bitten, as if it too had seen the nightmare in the sky. The scene was the same throughout the ship. In the bridge, in the chart room, even in the engine room, bodies lay in identical positions. But strangely, there were no wounds, no injuries, no sign of struggle. The only unusual detail was the rapid decomposition of the bodies, far faster than normal, accompanied by a horrible stench. The radio operator who had sent the distress signal was found slumped over the telegraph machine, fingers still resting on the key. Unlike the others, his eyes were closed, almost as if he had chosen not to see what the rest of the crew had witnessed. Even stranger, the engine room was ice cold, as though a refrigerator had been turned on, though the ship's steel body should have made it unbearably hot. Nothing made sense. The Silver Star's captain decided not to touch the bodies, fearing disease or contamination. Instead, he planned to tow the Ourang Medan back to port for investigation. But as soon as they began towing, smoke started pouring from the mysterious ship. Alarmed, the Silver Star cut the tow line. Moments later, a massive explosion ripped the Ourang Medan apart. The blast was so powerful it lifted the ship out of the water before it crashed back down and sank beneath the waves, taking every clue with it. Only the testimony of the Silver Star's crew remained. Some believed them, others dismissed the story as fiction. Official records of the Ourang Medan are mysteriously absent, leading skeptics to claim the ship never existed. Others argue it was an illegal vessel carrying dangerous chemicals like nitroglycerine or potassium cyanide, which could explain both the deaths and the explosion. But if it were only chemicals, why were the bodies positioned in such unnatural ways, as if terrified of something unseen? Decades later, the mystery still lingers. The US Coast Guard even published a report about the incident, but no official explanation has ever been given. When questioned, even the CIA refused to comment. Was it supernatural? A weapon? Aliens? Time travel? No one knows. But the story doesn't end there. The exact same region where the Ourang Medan sank is also where, in 2014, Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 vanished without a trace, along with 239 passengers. To this day, that plane has never been found. Some places in our world seem cursed, hiding secrets beyond human understanding. And the SS Ourang Medan remains one of the most chilling mysteries of them all.